Oh, what a beautiful example and what a good question you're asking here. I love it. I love your observation and awareness of it, of manifesting your desire. And so good. So, first of all, I would invite you to explore what you're already doing in this message. Like, what were the elements that made it happen? So, first of all, what you're saying, I was repeating in my head. Like, I was thinking about it. It's like almost zooming into that desire so deeply and obsessively almost. And another thing you said that is so good, I felt it in my whole body. So another component was like you made it from very aligned place, like wholehearted place, holistically from all your body. When we have desires that doesn't manifest, it's often with that distorted frequency. Like, oh, I want that, but I don't want that. Yes, but energy. And or it's very heady, and it stays in your head and you don't let it through your heart, your hands, your womb, your root. So this is where, like, these are very important elements of manifestation and you are on it already. It's such a, it's a funky example of situation, but yes, it works. And so that's why our work here is, how can I stay in my expanded, in my aligned desire energy in my body? How can I clean all those distortions, like this yes but energy? What is the but? And then things come. Because when you kind of entertain that idea enough, when you live with it enough, when you think about, when you romantic that desire enough, instead of the fear, instead of like thinking about the fear, then it gets the momentum. So, for example, how often do you think about your desire in this, like, a really desired place? Not from the place of, oh, I want it to happen, I'm not there yet. From this lack, from this, like, I don't have it. But instead, claiming the space for the desire. Like, what if I allow myself it to happen? How would I feel? How would it be? What would happen? And let that desire get to know you and you get to know that desire deeper. So when you apply all the elements you just shared with me, I was just repeating in my head, which is claiming that desire. I could feel it in all my body. I could feel it, that desire through my heart, through my womb, through my power center, when I could really be fully aligned energetically, like to pull that into my magnetic field, then it happens. So that's why I'm so focused from the beginning of this program, like, entertain your desires more instead of your fears. Entertain how you want to receive those desires instead of preparing for your worst scenario if that desire comes true. So it's very powerful work, but you have to work on it. The grass is growing where you water it. And if you have a desire, and now you know how it feels in your body when it's fully aligned, when it's like really a whole body pull, and when it's not. So observe what is not. Why is the energy there not magnetic? What is blocking it? What is the part that maybe is afraid, or maybe don't want that in that way, or whatever that reason is. So that's the work. And it's important, like, yeah, that repetition, because fear is also just repetition of the thought. Like, limiting beliefs is just the thought you repeated many times in your head. So you have to also, if you want to override it, you have to repeat many times the new truth you want to hold, the desired way, desired experience you want to hold. It's kind of the connecting not from the part of you that is scared and limited and not there yet, but to the part of you who is resourceful. I read the quote the other day. We are so powerful that when we think we are not, we are not. So that's the energy, and that's the muscle of desire you have to work on. I just recorded yesterday the session, the recording about claiming your space in your work. So claiming your space is about claiming space for your business, claiming space for your desire, and embodying it fully. You know, that's the journey, because we're living in the world where oppression is normalized. We are distracted. The moment we start to rise, we're attacked by these interdimensional forces, or we're distracted by our vulnerabilities because they're amplified and they get us out of our kind of direction or center. So you have to be very diligent. Are you feeding the fear or are you feeding the desire? And how much proportionally you feeding the fear and feeding desire? Like which one you're growing and how? I think it's beautiful question and beautiful awareness. Like, okay, I did that. What were the elements that made it happen for me? How can I do that the same with other parts? Like, how can I believe that fully my desire, I can claim that. I have free space to claim it. How do I access it for me? But you already access it for you with your husband, ex-husband. You just deeply desired it and it happened. So you can access it again. You have it. You know how to do it. So I hope it's helpful. I hope it gives you some access point to go deeper in there and play with it.